She just noticed. No, I put the lawn ring in the wrong basket.
How could you? Did you mix up colours and whites?
Yep, it
Now
did.
you're going to have pink shirts.
No, it's okay. You see, she's not always nice.
So only nice when you behave yourself.
Yep.
How often is that? Trick question, right?
Yep.
So remember, we are going to do the heroic bosses we do first, so zone in straight away. And then we'll go back to Aggramar Mythic.
I see 20.
Yeah, that's because I have been working to find fillers while on a train with pretty much no reception.
Good work.
I do a good job sometimes. But Noodle is running a bit late because he got surprised by his girlfriend inviting dinner guests. He will be here soon, but then that means hopefully he'll be here by the time we've gotten through heroic and then tank. But in the meantime, Mersoth, would you mind tanking for heroic? Although I don't think he's good. We are also expecting to have someone coming for a cross-realm trial tonight who is interested in joining too, but wants to see us in action before paying for server transfer. So once he's online, I'll invite him. Please make him feel welcome. I've not gagged him, but I have stolen his headset.
Yeah, but that's skewing the actual raid experience towards the new guy completely. You do know that.
What I want is for people to be constructive. Let's not have too much whining or unnecessary chatter on Discord, because I've been told by a couple of people they are having trouble concentrating on everything I'm saying because there's so many other people talking. So let's try and keep it a little bit clear so we can focus on some progression tonight. I've also bribed him with cookies and he's quite quiet now. It's good.
So basically, 75% of the raid is not allowed to talk when a new guy gets in. Okay.
Whether he's here or not, I'd quite like it if we could keep Discord a little bit clear, because I have been told that it's getting hard to follow what I say because so many other people are talking and we have so much chatter that isn't relevant to what's going on. So if we can try and let me have free space to actually do tactics on Discord, it would be helpful.
Coming from a news guy, Attica, I don't think 75% is me, mate. Fake news, mate, fake news.
If you'd rather hear it from the horse's mouth, it is mainly you.
Come again?
If you want to hear it from the horse's mouth, pal, it's mainly people like you that won't shut up during raids.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
absolutely impossible to keep track of stuff I need to.
Stuff you need to. And here I thought that you actually had prepared all the raid, knew everything by heart, and didn't need any pointers, but what do I know?
From chatting with Cupcake, he has prepared, but sometimes it is difficult for people to follow what's going on in Discord when there's loads of people chatting. So for progression, let's try and keep it a bit clear so we get some good focus and we don't miss any of the calls. On the subject of calls, Malphite, do you have a mic so you can call knockbacks when you need them?
You just want to hear Malphite.
It's not so much that as we need calls for the knockbacks, and I can't see the ads because the boss is in my face. So it's going to be awkward if I'm doing all the other calls and the knockback calls while not being able to see. So it's useful if whoever's doing the grips calls them if possible.
You mean the knockbacks when they are together?
Yeah, when we need the ones in the clump knocked back, it's useful to have a call.
I see Sanger always in the neighborhood. He's ranged. He should have a clear view.
Yeah, it's used an option. He has got a mic, he's just very, very quiet because I stole his headset.
Oh, it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
the mouse that's been speaking.
Yeah, that's the thing you're kind of hearing.
I cannot hear that.
So we will need someone. I was thinking if Malphite doesn't have a mic, then Atica maybe, because you're usually pretty good at seeing what's going on. Would you possibly be able to call those if Malphite can't?
He should be good in it.
Yeah, Atica, just if the ads look like they need to be knocked back. Just because Chanks isn't here to do the calls. I'm taking that noise as agreement, Atica. I feel it can be interpreted in multiple ways. Malphite's the DK, and I'm not sure if he has a mic. If he does, then fantastic, he can do calls. Otherwise, I need someone who can see that side of the boss to help out. Right, I make it 8 o'clock. Let's get going on trash.
quick summon, please.
We'll do that off track. Boozy, we'll get you and we'll get Nocturne. Okay, let's do some summons.
Mailbox up.
Bring that monstrosity down!
That sounds like we got Nutmegging in here.
Obviously you do.
Great.
Oh my god, Sangor.
It's okay, I stole his headset, you won't be able to hear him today, he'll be very quiet.
Whew.
Right, we're just going to do 4 quick heroic kills before we go on to Mythic. Nice warm up. And then we're going to do Aggramar progression. We not just Megan Naima, we need to summon Boozy too, because Boozy is lost.
I'm here. Thank you. Already got summoned. Somehow. So this is heroic then.
This is heroic Boozy, so it's probably not going to kill you.
Woohoo!
That's not an invitation to try.
So, not Megan, if you've got AA sorted, can you set it so you'll get your AAs from me, then you'll be able to see
I
that
already have
typing.
everything seen, it's fine.
Perfect. And you can see my ones, that's good.
Yes.
Perfect. Oh, you shocked, sir. Mages exist.
I think I remember it.
You do, Santi, from Siege of Aggramar.
No, the Belgian,
5,
no? Belgian.
4,
You live
3,
in Belgium.
2, 1. Annihilation. Apocalypse
Put the
Drive.
decimates on the skull. That's
Apocalypse
all it's in.
Drive.
It's much more relevant for when we're up to Aggramar.
Apocalypse Drive.
Okay, get safe if you need to, Boozy.
Eradication.
This is mostly aimed at you.
Apocalypse Drive. Apocalypse Drive. Apocalypse Drive.
Save if you need to.
Eradication.
Okay, doggies now.
Our forces are moving towards Legion High Command. Buy us all the time you can.
Sangor, but I'm Master User.
He is, yeah. He knows this.
You just back the TKP, I was just
Teamwork somehow.
It will work. Just you do the hourly bonus takes an hour man out to the I cannot hear Sangor. I'm very good. Sounds very quiet.
It's because I stole his headset routine. He's going to be nice and quiet all night.
Wow, super.
I'll see if I can pack it and take it home with me or something. Then he'll be permanently quiet.
Said it, she's done it.
I do actually want him to be useful and do goals at some point, so I can't take it away permanently.
No one for the pill artifact. It's only 945.
I'm expecting you to probably disenchant most of the loot. We're mostly aiming to get the trinket from Argus, if it still exists, which I'm not convinced it does.
Route is down.
Remove these abominations from the
I have many lucky tools for you, right? Good fortune to our friends.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Focusing power. Correct lock.
Yeah, I don't see anyone dying to standing in the red square. At least, remember.
Corrupting lock. Siphon corruption. Burning lock. Corrupting rock. Burning rock. Corrupting rock. Consuming sphere. And flame corruption. Corrupting rock. Burning rock. Corrupting rock. Burning rock. Corrupting rock. Burning rock. Corrupting rock. Burning rock. Siphon corruption. Burning rock. Corrupting rock. Burning rock.
Swellies.
Corrupting rock. Consuming sphere. Burning rock. Corrupting rock. Burning rock. And flame corruption. Corrupting rock.
There on me.
Burning rock. Corrupting rock.
Circle. Okay, we are going to Aggramar. Boozy, remember that burning throne once you're done with the loot.
Legion's ranks have crumbled, but they still outnumber us. My forces will keep them engaged here.
You will not be fighting alone, Talon. The demons will pay for every step of their blood.
Yeah, don't go to the coven. We're not killing the coven. extended. He's sitting next to me.
Punishing flame. Punishing flame.
Right, we're going to do this the usual way we've done heroic. We're not going to use the mythic tactic for it now, because I think that will just confuse you more than anything. So check which ad you're CCing, make sure the CCs happen, please.
Now I remember.
What do you remember?
But Megan, you don't have a looking for raid weapon now, right?
I probably still doesn't. That was back on Claxy, I thought.
Yeah, he was complaining because of his looking for
Yeah.
raid weapon. Yeah, I remember. It comes back to me.
I think we might need to summon Boozy.
Roddy.
I'm still feeling like a spring chicken.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bow breaker. Plane rend.
Okay, ad time. Get those CCs in place. Can we control that one walking in?
Flare.
Thank you. Just let it walk once it's coming up. I'm guessing you won't hear Sangwell do calls, so I'm going to have to.
Flare.
Okay, let that one walk.
Bow Breaker. Flame Rend. Bow Breaker. Flame Rend.
Okay, we'll let the next one round walk. That'll be Aethica's
Searing
one.
Tempest.
Everyone else be ready to stop DPS. It's going to stop at 50. That's hold DPS completely at 50.
Flare.
Okay, stop DPS.
Flare.
It's only tanks doing any DPS now. Somebody, can you let your one in, please? Thank you.
Bow
Myrtle,
Breaker.
are you taunting back because it keeps sticking on me?
Flame Rend. Bow Breaker. Flame Rend. Searing Tempest.
I was blocked, that'll be why.
I was told you guys are playing Mythic over now.
We are.
Oh, okay.
Flare.
Yeah, don't ask why we're doing heroic.
We are doing it because we want to kill Argus, and we're doing this because Noodle is running late, so we are giving him this a little bit longer to get here. We'll be on to Mythic once we get past Argus. We're hoping for Trinket to drop.
Why did you have bot?
I have no idea.
I didn't see bot on you and I didn't bot you.
I didn't see it either. I'm just confused as why it was sticking to Mersoth after I've taunted. I'm not paying attention to what my debuffs are so much because I'm having to do all the ad calls.
I really didn't see bot on you.
No. I don't think I had it. Never mind.
I didn't have thingy bot, so it's okay. No, it's weird.
Good then. But it stuck to Mersoth unexpected. Can we remember though to stop DPS at 50? That means completely. I don't want to see it drop below 50. Don't make me have to call that as well as everything else is rolling. No, don't do any DPS.
I am the law.
Okay, if it's one of your main heals, then yes, absolutely do it, but no one else touches it.
Maybe we should factor this.
Well, we're going to Vantage it on Mythic, so feel free. If you want to grab your Vantage rune now and use it. However, that means it's even more important that you stop your DPS when we say to stop.
Shit.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Please don't taunt it off and then pull myself.
Bow breaker.
Okay, intermission to get your CCs in place. Okay, yellow is the move, let it walk. Be ready to stop it if needed, please. It'll be fine, let it walk in.
Flare. Bow breaker. Flame rend. Bow breaker.
Okay, please. Purple something?
Flame rend. Searing tempest. Flare.
53%.
Yep, stop DPS. That includes your auto attacks and your pets.
Flare.
Rescue does something.
Bow breaker. Flame rend. Bow breaker. Flame rend. Searing tempest.
Okay, release orange.
Flare.
Use the res.
Flare.
And release move.
Bow breaker. Flame rend. Bow breaker.
A bit more in, people.
Yeah, everyone
Flame
should be
rend.
stacked for flame rend, remember?
Searing tempest.
And get the boss down. Use any reses we can.
Flare.
And intermission, just keep these anti-CC'd. We're going to kill it before we have any explode, so just CC and keep them CC. Means we do need to CC though. Okay, we're having them walk in when I've said to CC.
No one's alive.
Yeah, we shouldn't have people dead. Okay, Nakata, can you go healer, please? And remember, do move into Flame Rend. This isn't Mythic, so 2 won't kill you, so everyone should be in all Flame Rends. Other than the off tank, because we have one tank not in it ready to turn out.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles, like you.
Yeah, Mersus, we are. We always have been. So you kill Mersus one, then you move on to mine. We get the CCs in place. We keep the CCs in place until we're calling. Yeah, I'm not sure why we were 3 healing in the first place. We should use 4 for this. Everyone in the Flame Rend. In BFA, I think, Tilly.
I don't mind stepping up as healer officer, or temporary.
So if you could organise cooldowns and stuff, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, if you can all work together to sort it, but if you have one person who's going to take responsibility, then that helps me out a lot. Because currently I'm having to do all the healer stuff as well, which is great fun when I haven't healed since the start of Pandaria.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Foe Breaker.
Technique, be ready to stack the Flame Rend. We want everyone
Flame
in.
Rend.
Intermission, kill Mercilsad first, get those CCs in place.
Flare.
Okay, release purple.
Flare.
Release yellow.
Foe Breaker.
Be stacked.
Flame Rend. Foe Breaker.
Stacked
Flame
again.
Rend. Searing Tempest.
Get blue under control. Yep.
Flare.
And let it walk. Stop DPS. We're not killing it. We're letting it walk in.
Flare.
Remember to stop DPS. Release orange.
Foe Breaker. Flame Rend.
Back.
Everyone should be in.
Foe Breaker.
And
Flame
be
Rend.
stacked again.
Searing Tempest.
And release moon.
Flare. Flare.
Okay, you can DPS again now.
Foe Breaker.
Stack.
Flame Rend. Foe Breaker.
Stack
Flame
again.
Rend. Searing Tempest.
And intermission, keep these ads CC. We're just going to burn the boss down. Mythic is dead, so this is going to be loose. Back up on that, please. Why is that back on that from the end? Okay, keep all the other ones CC'd till the end.
Empowered Flare. Foe Breaker.
Be ready to stack. I don't want to see anyone not getting
Flame
hit.
Rend. Foe Breaker. Flame Rend. Searing Tempest. Empowered Flare.
We do know how to kill it. Right, Argus, and then it's Mythic time after. Right, officers, I need one of you to put the Argus AA up because this PC does not have it. Could one of you please? That's normal, not heroic. Can you put the heroic one up, please? So, not Megan, and anyone who's forgotten, remember when we're moving in phase 1, we're going clockwise around the boss, don't get trapped on the wrong side.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come boss.
Tortured Rage. Sky and Sea. Sky and Sea. Tortured Rage. Hand of Death. Soul Flight 1. Tortured Rage. Sky and Sea.
Awaken Cone, then
Hand of Death. Sky and Sea. Tortured Rage. Soul Flight 1. Tortured and Sea. Zone of Death. Sky and Sea. Tortured Range.
Okay, phase 2.
Edge of Obliteration. Edge of Obliteration.
Ready for ads? I don't want to see any missed interrupts.
The one force that can bind your relentless fury.
Stellar Armory. Cosmic Power.
Now the big guys need to die quickest. Don't miss those interrupts.
Stellar Armory.
We're missing interrupts.
Bam!
Okay, phase 4. Don't interrupt before 90%. Please make sure you kill ads.
All we have endured, it must not end this way.
Oh, we are all unmade.
You should be used to this, Goosey. Bed is your natural state in this.
Arise, champions. Fight to save your world.
Okay, it seems to have got me stuck. I can't release.
It'll catch up.
Same.
There you go.
End of all things. Tortured Rage.
Where's the Godlust?
Initialization sequence. Tortured Rage. Tortured Rage.
Remember to bed, Blood Dwarfs.
Tortured Rage. Tortured Rage. Initialization sequence. Tortured Rage. Tortured Rage.
So you can ignore the ads. Next wave.
Tortured Rage.
Yeah, you do still need to move out the raid.
Let's stand in the centre with it.
Yeah, so soul bomb in that phase. Remember, you go all the way to purple, so you're as far away from the raid as possible. Now remember, get out the chest so Boozy can loot. So, if you're bidding on anything, stay in the instance. If you're not bidding, get out, and I'm going to set it on Mythic. Do not enter the Mythic until I say you can, please, or you'll mess up my lockout. And we're going to kill the trash, and then we're going to take a break early while we do all of the setup, and then we're going to do some progression on Aggramar. So Malphite, if you can log your DK, please. Remember to grab a Vantus rune.
Come, speak with me.
I make it 11 ranged. Can I need someone else to double check my counting? Which means that not Megan can bring his DK as well, and we can have 2 mass grips, which makes life easier. But someone just double check I can count. Brilliant. Yeah, so if you wouldn't mind bringing your DK too. You have a mic, so do you fancy calling when you need a knockback? Brilliant. Basically, we want the mass grip to a clump, and then when we've got 2 mass grips, that is a bit more control, especially when we've got the boss AoE coming. But then it's just a case of doing single grips as needed, call for a knockback. We have a rotation, I'll stick the AF for a sec. when they need to move so fast. And I know I'm being mean when you're doing calling when you're helping us out, and you only knew you were helping us out like 10 minutes before we started. But thanks. Right, I'm in Mythic, so everyone else can zone in. What we're going to do, we're all going to zone in, we're going to kill the trash, and then I'm going to do set up of markers and stuff while we have a brief break. Bear in mind the AA is going to be updated because I'm making some changes, which I hope you all read both on the forum and in the AA I put up at the start. So main things we're going to change is at the intermission, instead of sending 2 in and then gripping one onto another and having another stack of 2 at the start of the phase, we're just going to have that 2 walk in to start with while we're all nearby anyway. And then we're going to do the rest one by one. We've got enough time to do that, and it makes the healing that little bit easier. We're going to have 2 stacks when we move out for flare. So instead of having everyone go to green, we'll have a green and we'll have another marker. So that's going to be set up based on groups, which I'm going to sort out during the break with all the markers. I'd like 5, ideally. Anyone got a healer off spec and can help out with healing? It is 4 healable, and we are reducing the amount of healing needed. So I've covered 2 groups of flare. We're going to kill the ads just after the first mass grip, and then we're only going to kill them if it's really needed. So if the DK is called to have them killed, then please do. Otherwise, we're just going to control them with knockbacks. So if you've got a knockback, make sure you spec'd into it, make sure you're listening for your name to be called.
Might we try it with 4, see how it goes?
Yeah, if we need, because given that we're going to do 2 and then only 1s, it means we need half the number of cooldowns. So it should be fine. We're doing it the minimal damage way. And if not, I can heal.
The main bit of damage is immediately after intermission.
Yeah, we're skipping that thing. We're not going to do 2. We're only going to do 1 then, so it's going to be like half the damage, which should make your life easier. But we'll sort that out in a sec. Let's get everyone in here. Let's kill this trash. And then we'll sort out the assignments and the markers and everything in the break.
Punishing flame. Punishing flame.
Malphite, you can still be on your DK unless you're sending stuff over, because it's easier with 2 blood to DK to 1. Cool, no problem. If you need tank flasks or anything, just let me know and I can give you some. You're cross realms, so I can't trade them to you. Otherwise, I would give you tank flasks. Okay, we are going to have break time now. It's a little earlier than usual, but it is a good opportunity for me to get markers sorted out. So you've got 10 minutes, then be back and ready to go. I would use stamina because you want to survive, Malf, but up to you. Because the most important thing is you don't die to any AoE or anything.
You had no hope of victory. Nothing can stop.
He doesn't normally see me when I'm that close.
You gain weight.
No, I've lost weight.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, right, the marriage.
I've done a really good job at losing weight.
That's positive.
But I put markers down, so I should be able to do everything else from far away from him now. So I'll come back, finish off markers and stuff, and then do the yeah. Galadriel, Ringo, Drazi, Sangor, Degark, and Lucata to have them. Cupcake, with the intermission, we're not gripping one onto another. We're letting the two walk in, and then all the other 8 are going to be slowed. So we're not going to need typhoons in the intermission anymore. Where the idea is we can do it that way, and it does lower damage a bit. So that's why we've only got Skull and Cross. So me and Mursoff will run our 2 big ants to the edge, and then those 2 small ads are going to walk in. All the rest, Degark's going to slow. Noodle will be here soon, I hope, Mursoff, but you can tank with me for now, and we'll let you get back to DPS as soon as he is here.
So, Warlock is gonna stop them one by one?
Yeah, Degark is going to put his corruption on the other 8, so they're all slowed. And then after the 2 first ones go in, then you can put down your tar traps or whatever it is to slow the other ones around the boss, and then we'll drag him in between those markers on the transition.
Yeah, only slowing, not stopping.
No, just slowing, because we'll move the boss out the way before they hit, and then they'll all be gripped into a pile by our DKs, and they'll be kept under control. I'll just go over this all again once break's over. Okay, that is break over. So what you need to do is check your groups, and we are making a few changes from last raid. So instead of having 2 ads go in at the start of the intermission and then 2 at the end, we're having 2 go in at the start with healer cooldowns, and then yeah.
Can everybody link their knockbacks like in raid chat, because I'm setting up so I can see your cooldowns.
Oh, brilliant. So we'll have the 2 go in at the start from the yellow and the red, and then all the rest are going to be slowed, and they're going to come in one at a time after the intermission. So we don't need to have 2 sets of cooldowns, we're just going to have the 1 big damage at the start, and then we'll have them one by one. So Degark's going to be slowing 8 instead of 6. At the end of the intermission, we want you to go to your flare markers. So for group 2, that's purple. For group 4, that's green. Syntha, you can choose which one you want to go to, but we want you to go out because we just want to be sure that it's not going on you. It shouldn't go on you, but since it went on your last raid, we're going to be extra cautious. So pick a side. Those are also your sides for when you're spreading. So group 2, you're going to spread on the purple half of the platform. Group 4, you're going to spread on the green half. We do not want anyone to stand in the middle where the ads are. When you get the Ravenous Blaze circle, remember you go to the edge of the platform. If you don't have it, you move into the middle so you're out the way of the people at the edge. If you get in the way, they are allowed to stand on you and kill you. We're also only going to kill the ads once, so after the initial mass grip, after the intermission, we're going to kill them, and then we're just going to control them with knockbacks. Not Megan is going to call your knockbacks, so listen to him please. When he calls your name for knockback, please use your knockback. I also want to see everyone get in for the Rens. I will checking that no one's missing them. So remember, first rend is group 1 and 3, second rend is group 2 and 4. So please be ready.
Do any of our shamans have knockback?
The Shamis do. Grin has got his. I think you linked it.
What's the fault? Is that
Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm. So let's have some food. Yeah, range is the priority to killing them. It shouldn't take too much to kill them, but we want them gripped, we want them killed, and we want people in the right place to not cause extra damage. Also, check groups, make sure you know what your assignments are, please.
Thunderstorm is 45 seconds cooldown, am I right?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Hey, what? There we go. You should get one in a sec.
Do you need a target to use that whiplash ability?
It's an area of effect with nail down. However, it's relatively deep.
Could you use it? Just so I can see how it goes.
Given the way it's targeted from the pet, though, that might be best to save as a last resort. Okay, we're just going to get Noodle in. No, Drazi. So, I'll go over this again because Noodle's here. So, Noodle, at the start of the intermission, we're going to move to Star and Red, and those two ads are going to go in. But we're not going to have Circle gripped onto Skull. We're only going to do one pair, and the rest are going to be one by one. So we don't need anything done with the ads that were on Skull and Circle. They're going to be slowed by Degark, and then we're going to have them all mass gripped in at the end. We're trying it this way because it will minimise the amount of damage to heal through, it minimises the cooldown that's needed, and it just makes it that little bit more convenient rather than us taking the damage while also worrying about flares.
Okay.
So if you can go back to DPSing, thank you for helping.
So we're not really changing anything from a tank.
From a tank point of view, the markers are in a slightly different place, but no, not really. But I just want you to know so you're not surprised, and it was a chance to go over it again for anyone who wasn't listening. Okay, let's get Noodle summoned, and then go. Perfect. Are your moves ported out for you?
Are we still doing 2 groups? Sorry.
Yes, we are, because we've got 2 markers. Just kind of split yourselves. You'll mostly be close enough anyway, but yeah, 2 groups. I don't need a summon. And then the more important 2 groups, no, we don't all move to green. Group 2 moves to purple, Group 4 moves to green. We're splitting it. All the assignments are in AA. Please look at the AA for reminders. Grab a Vantage Rune if you don't have it. Yeah, perfect, Nakata. Not Megan will call when it's needed. And we've got 2 DKs, so we've got extra grips, which can only help.
Fridays?
Yes, Pridas, please. Oh, Noodle, can you run logs, please?
Sure.
Where's Ringo's trunk?
Wherever you tell me it's going.
I'd need, because we've changed so much, I'd need to see it.
So we've only got one double stack, so it may be worth saving that for when there's a load of damage if something goes wrong.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
Well, when you figure out when it will work, tell me and we'll add it to AA.
Can you use the whiplash one more time? Single?
I'll do another ready check once you've sorted out all your...
Yeah, it should be fine. Just I want to try to get that whiplash right, but it's not working. Nope.
No, like I said, I don't think you can track to my demon either. So.
I can't understand what this guy's talking. It feels like he's whispering naughty things in my ear.
He's naturally mumbly and I stole his headset, sorry.
Let's give it a shot, I guess.
Yeah, I will ready check again and then we'll go. Please get your consumables. Make sure you have a Vantus rune.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready for technique.
Bow breaker. Searing tempest.
Get out. Rend group 1 next. So that's 1 and
Empowered
3.
flame rend. Bow breaker.
And 2 and 4 get ready.
Empowered flame rend.
Ready for technique.
Empowered flame rend.
Rend first.
Foe breaker. Foe breaker.
Second foe breaker.
Searing tempest.
Get out. Then it'll be final rend. Watch out because I'm going to get the angle. It's intermission. So we've got the 2 sped up ones, D-Dart slowing the rest, and then we'll max sprint them into the pile. Okay, we need them slowed better.
Nothing can stop our
So once the initial 2 have gone in, then we can get tar traps down as well. So that'll help too if they get close. And I know we've confused you by giving you an extra 2 ads, but it should still be doable. Okay, less insane healing is good. Let's keep it this way and see how it goes.
How do you have 2 people having 2 pots already at the start?
Two pots at the start.
No, what it is, Sanger, is because they have used a pot on the pull and they've used one on the bloodlust.
Yep.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles. Like you, may your feet find good trails.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Empowered Flame
Red
Rend.
first.
Searing Tempest.
Get safe.
Bow Breaker. Bow Breaker.
Be ready for second rend.
Empowered
Range.
Flame Rend.
So you're in.
Bow Breaker.
Bow breaker first.
Empowered Flame
Rend
Rend.
1.
Searing Tempest.
Get safe.
Bow Breaker.
Range.
Empowered
Rend
Flame
2
Rend.
would be it. Add tide. We get these down nice and quick. Stay clumped for healing. through it. Make sure the rest is slowed. We had a third get in.
Stacking points.
Yeah, wipe it. Wipe it.
Where?
We had a third one go in, so that's too much damage from the third. Yeah, we can't afford to have deaths. So the initial 2 deaths, that looks like you took double flame rend. Make sure you're in for the one you're meant to be in for and out for the other. Degark, make sure you're in for flame rend. I'm not seeing you with it. You need to make it in time. Use your teleport or something, because we do need everyone in there. Okay, you need to move earlier then, because we need everyone to get in to share damage. You could put your portal down to make it easier for people who are further out to get in again, because that can be used by everyone. That might be useful. Room center. If you're in the melee group, it's probably because of numbers.
Changing with noble.
What was that?
Changing with noodle.
I can't understand what you're saying. Type, please. Malphite, it's going to be quicker if I talk to respond to you. It's basically we're sending 2 in via the big ads at the start of the intermission, although we've got 2 DKs, so if you want to grip those 2 in, once the buff on them drops, feel free. And then you don't actually need to do much gripping until the end of the mission ends. At that point, we are going to have... we need tanks in separate groups, so we'll have an 11 and a 9. At that point, we're going to have the remaining 8 ones, which have all been slowed, mass gripped into a pile, and you 2 are going to control them. Digo, I can change you with someone who's more mobile because we've got quite an uneven split of healers. So how about we do that? Digo, we'll put you in for the second one. That means you've got plenty of notice of when it's going to happen. So then you can move in. Maybe think about using your portal rather than your circle to move in, because that could be useful for everyone as well who's moved out. Well, that's going to make it available most of the time, so I'm sure it'll be okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready for technique.
Empowered Flame Rend.
Rend 1.
Bow Breaker. Bow Breaker. Searing Tempest.
Get safe.
Empowered Flame Rend.
Use the rest.
What was that stupid combo?
It's an annoying combo, but we just have to deal with it. Or if you need me to take double, just tell me to take double and I can. Okay, wipe it then.
Empowered Flame Rend. Searing Tempest. Bow Breaker.
Fatality!
Bow Breaker.
Fatality!
Yeah. It was a weird last second angle change because Noodle was slow taunting. So I was getting out of the way assuming he'd taunt and then it didn't happen. Noodle, if you can't taunt, give me as much notice as possible and I can take a double one. But it's slow coming off cooldown, rather.
It's slow coming off cooldown.
Yeah, if it's not going to be off cooldown for the double one, just tell me and then I'll take 2, but I need enough notice to put it move. Actually, what I'm going to do, if we know we've got the double one, I'm only going to go to the side to get out of the way rather than the back. And that way, if melee, make sure you're not on the cross side of the boss, because I'll go that way, then even if Noodle can't taunt it and it's on cooldown, it still won't hit you. That's probably the safest thing we can do.
Many farewells.
also going to stick nice markers on Moon Noodle so then you can see us if we have to change the angle slightly for some reason. No, we can't drowsy because cross realm.
Also, it's not.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready for technique?
Bow breaker. Searing tempest.
Get safe. Then Ren 1 be ready.
Empowered flame rend. Bow breaker.
Ren 2 be ready.
Empowered flame rend.
Ready for technique?
Empowered
Ren
flame rend.
1.
Searing tempest.
Get safe. And intermission. So ready for 2 stacks? Keep the others slowed, we don't forget 3.
Shining Force is one shot dead.
There.
Flare.
Okay, we kill the ads range and we get them under control, then it's knockback says full.
You need master spells when they enrage, by the way, guys.
Technique? Yeah, Surf's doing those.
Empowered flame rend.
Ren 1.
Bow breaker. Bow breaker.
Wipe up.
Okay, I'm
Empowered
actually gonna
searing
assign.
tempest.
You need to assign one ranged to be walking like closely behind the ads, so I can do a second master group on them. Because right now
Okay.
I had actually nobody standing near the ads for master group.
Okay, let's have someone assigned it, or you could also use Jixie as that.
You guys see.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Look, Shanks isn't here.
But we actually have Shadow Priest assigned to master spell as soon as they enrage, right?
Yeah, Surf's doing that.
Okay, cool. Because they actually stayed enraged for quite a while there.
The absolute priority is get those dispelled as quickly as possible when they get enraged.
There's a very good recover, I can actually link it.
Yeah, if you link it, that would be good. So if you have to debuff, don't go too far out because you do need to still be able to do the master spell. If you really can't do it, then yell and the party can do it, but her mana is like doing the same, so...
No, it's the Shadow Priest thing to do.
I know it's...
this week Aura actually shows you the energy above their head all the time, and as soon as they get enraged, it also as soon as they get enraged, it also shows the icon on them. So that
it's probably the one I linked.
Yeah, I think it's the one I put on the forum then. But yeah, that is a useful one. Please do use it. So ranged and healers, remember you need to move out promptly to the flare so we don't get any flares in the middle of the room. You've got your markers assigned, so group 2 you're going to purple, group 4 you're going to triangle. If you're not in groups 2 or 4 and you're ranged for a healer, just pick a side and go to it, just make sure you get out. It doesn't really matter which side. While we're waiting for those two to get here from running, just a reminder that I'm at a wedding at the weekend, so I'm not going to be here Sunday. So the other officer is going to be sorting the group. So Cupcake, not Megan, do you mind if I pass on your battle tags to one of the other officers so they can invite you? Cool, I will pass that on. This is also the reminder that if you're going to be late or change status at the last minute, don't bother texting me because I'm not going to be doing anything about that. You need to make sure you talk to one of the officers who's not me.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Technique.
Bowbreaker.
Rend 1 be
Empowered
ready.
Flame Rend. Searing
Get
Tempest.
safe.
Bowbreaker.
Rend 2 ready.
Empowered Flame Rend.
Ira, could you mark me and Jinx if possible?
Yeah, not mid-pull, but sure. After this. Yeah, use the rest, please.
Empowered Flame Rend.
Rend 1.
Bowbreaker.
Oh, quick combo.
Bow breaker.
And intermission. Get ready for 2 stacks.
Shining Force on one shot that. Brain.
Flare.
You will need a mark spell from the Holy Priest, Shadow is dead.
Get it. Want to be in place for flare, even if it's not called. You need that disc on the cutter. Okay, we have too many there, that's white please.
Bow breaker.
Okay, I can sit
Empowered
markers
Searing
on you two
Tempest.
now, since I'm no longer trying to tank as well.
Empowered flame rend. Bow breaker.
I have many lucky doos you like.
Carter, do you need potions for 1 power?
Thanks, top heal.
Carter, do you need potions?
Goosey.
We all need to use it when we're on progress, please. You're the only one not.
Yeah, consumables are not optional, remember. Yeah, as it says, we do have sides assigned, so you're running to your mark of the flare, that's a stack point, but then you've got your entire side to spread out in for the Ravenous Blaze. Remember, if you're the target, you then move to the edge with your circle, and if you're not the target, you move into the middle. That way we've got the most space, and we don't have overlaps and people dying.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready for technique.
Empowered Flame
Red
Red.
1.
Searing Tempest.
Get safe.
Bow Breaker.
Ren 2, be
breaker.
ready.
Ranged, get in.
Empowered Flame Red.
Technique.
Bow Breaker. Empowered
Ren
Flame
1.
Red. Searing Tempest.
Get safe.
Bow Breaker.
And intermission. Ready for 2 stacks. Okay, finish the big ad. Get the rest under control.
Flare.
Spell them. Spell them. The mouse is spelled very slow on the ads.
Right, needs to happen without a call, really. Ready for technique.
Bow
Shining
Breaker.
Force on one shot at.
Empowered Searing Tempest.
Get safe. Be ready for Ren 1.
Empowered Flame Red. Bow Breaker.
Okay, wipe it.
Empowered Flame Red.
We can't have the master spells missed, so at any point when they enrage, we need a master spell as the absolute priority. So Surf, that's your assignment. If Surf's dead, then Nikata needs to do it. AoE shouldn't be on the ads, so remember when flare's incoming, move in advance. So at the end of the intermission, you're going to go to your markers ready. That's group 2 on diamond, group 4 on triangle. Then as soon as the flare goes out, you're going to spread for Ravenous Blaze. Remember, stay on your side, do not be in the middle, because you know the ads are there. If the circle goes on you, then you keep moving to the edge. If your circle's not on you, then you can move in, so you're not in the people's way who have circled. if they're getting hit by Rend, then we might just need them to be a little bit further out. We're going to be pulling the boss as close to the edge as we can, but we're somewhat limited when we have the Tempest.
Also,
because we need to get back in quickly, and there's only so close we can get to the edge without falling off.
I saw a flare in the middle also.
Okay, flare absolutely not in the middle. So if you are ranged or a healer, go to your markers when flare's incoming. Do not move off the marker until flare has gone out. We really can't afford to have flare go in the middle. And same with Ravenous Blaze. After the flare, you know you've got that, so spread on your side. No one should be standing on the ads when we've got mechanics going out.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready for technique.
Empowered Flame
Rend
Rend.
1.
Bow Breaker. Bow Breaker. Searing Tempest.
Get safe.
Empowered Flame Rend.
2. Ready for technique.
Empowered Flame
Rend
Rend.
1.
Searing Tempest.
Get safe.
Bow Breaker.
And intermission. Ready for 2 stacks. Be ready to move to flare after the intermission. Be on your flare stacks.
Knock back
Flare.
Thunderstorm now, please.
Don't be in the middle when Ravenous Blaze goes out.
Meet.
Sorry, I'm distracted by
Shining
Rage
Force.
standing on the ads.
Bow Breaker.
Shining Force.
Empowered
ads away.
Flame
Rend
Rend.
1.
Empowered Searing Tempest.
Get safe.
Bow Breaker.
Get those dispelled.
Empowered
Rend
Flame
2.
Rend.
And white. We need those dispelled as soon as they get empowered.
So they shouldn't get empowered.
They shouldn't get empowered. I'm
should be
seeing
out of the
range
AoE.
standing in the middle. They should. If they're going to be in the AoE, we need to knock them back further. I'm also seeing range standing way too close to those ads for my liking when Ravenous Blaze is going to go out. I don't want to see any ranged in the middle at that point.
No, they, like Sangor said, they were not knocked back
Yeah,
at all. I actually gonna actually call out gonna set up just one small rotation for these knockbacks.
I have a rotation, but if you want to tell
You
me
have it?
what you want, yeah, there's one in AA. But if you tell me what you're planning to use, then I can edit it. 'Cause ideally, we need to have them gripped and then possibly knocked back in order to get them in place before we kill them.
Oh, we can actually use your rotation since you already have it. That's fine.
Yeah, great. But I really don't want to see Range standing in the middle with Ravenous Blaze. It's very distracting when I'm trying to work out why are you there, who it is, so I can tell you not to do it.
Yeah, Drasi, I understand that I need to call it out, but the problem is if I call it out, it will still take you like 6-7 seconds to get first of all in position and to be able to knock them. That's pretty much.
As long as whoever's going to be doing that knockback knows, then they can be ready to do it.
Usually I can knock it after maximum 1 second after a fall.
Okay.
Cool, so Bryn's doing that one and knows he's going to do it, so that's good.
Until now I was focusing on bringing close the furthest points, but I can knock more.
At that point, when we first get them clumped, we do want the entire clump pushed back a bit, just so it's not going to be in the Searing
indeed,
Tempest.
like don't instant kill them. Let us just deal with it a little bit, and then once they are like further back, we can kill them and drop them down there.
Do you want to call when they're in position? Because I
Yeah,
can't
sure.
see through the boss.
I will do.
That's perfect. And when we get the call that they're in position, then that's when we kill them. Yeah, they should be knocked back as soon as they've been mass gripped. We want to mass grip them into a clump, we want to knock them back, and then we kill them once they're far enough away.
Can we
5,
continuously grip
4,
small adds
3,
into the boss as soon as
2,
the debuff drops off?
1.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. Most of difficult. You're basically pulling one out of the group and getting it into the boss as soon as it's able to. We want to be as efficient as possible. Ready for technique?
Bowbreaker.
Jixie, can you focus on that one? Like staying near the boss
Searing
and gripping them as
Tempest.
soon as we drop the debuff?
Get saved.
Empowered
Ren
Flame
1.
Rend. Bowbreaker.
Ren 2, be ready.
Rage.
Empowered Flame
two.
Rend.
Ready for technique.
Empowered
Ren
Flame Rend.
1.
Searing Tempest.
Get safe. After this, remember Ren 2, you're getting in
Bowbreaker.
position.
Bowbreaker.
And in permission. Ready for 2 stacks. Be ready when these die to move for your flare positions. Remember, we're going to mass grip, then we're going to knock back, and then we kill.
Colors.
Flare.
Shining Force? Let that one remain, it's fine.
Ready to pick me?
Empowered
Rush,
Flame
move
Red.
back.
Foe Breaker. Foe Breaker.
Just catch you.
Okay.
Empowered Searing Tempest.
Get safe. Rend 2, be ready to move in with me.
Empowered Flame Rend.
Flare coming, colors.
Liadrel, knock back as soon as they revive. After that, Sangor, you follow it up.
Dead. Oh, like dead. Let's fight. Santi, do you want to call when the flares are incoming? Just because that gives me one less thing to worry about.
Yeah, sure. I do it automatically.
Brilliant, thank you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You're doing it automatically. Let's assign you to it. Okay, we need to run. We don't have a res. Use this as a chance to repair as well. I'll even turn some guild repairs on.
And now I have a responsibility.
May your feet find good trails.
I need to check logs twice for that. I'm not sure if it's not enough people in, because when I took, it did feel like there were fewer people than there should be because I flew further than expected. Or if it was people standing in it twice, because remember, if you get hit twice, it'll kill you.
The ads were done decently this time, I guess.
Good.
Yeah.
So yeah, Grin, just get indeed ready to knock them back as fast as possible. One more thing, Jinxie. As soon as the boss ends the transition phase, there are always 2 ads far on the front. Can you focus on gripping the one that's on the yellow side every single time? I will grip the one on the red side. And same goes for as soon as we enter the transition. When the ads get speed up, I grip the red one, you grip the yellow one, okay?
That sounds good. Let me, in fact, add those to my AA, just so then I remember in future ones. So cross is my big ad, and then that's going to be not Megan's doing the gripping on the little ad. And then star is Noodle and Jixie.
So yeah, guys, when the first ads are grouped together, like you did last time, Mr. Grin, you just knock them back instantly, and then the 2 druids follow up afterwards immediately, Leandrel and Ringo. As soon as you see that the person before you knocked back, it's your turn to knock back until they're all the way at the back of the platform.
Okay, that sounds good.
They shouldn't be that far, but right now for starters we need to keep some safe distance. Normally they shouldn't be that far, so we can have them gripped faster into the boss, but let's just keep a safe distance for now.
Yeah, it is just after transition, so at this point it might be better to use the Warlocks and Nakata, because theirs is not based on their position, it's based on someone else. Like
Then change the knockback rotation on AA.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking, is let's have those 3, because then it's less risk from flares.
Oh, by the way, is there any reason we're not 5 healing this?
Because we didn't have 5 healers signed up.
Oh, okay.
Normally we do, it's just we didn't have... Our backup healer is 60, and we need him on his DK, so we're a little bit limited.
Twice if you could,
Yeah, we could get 2 if needed, but we seem to be doing okay. How is it with the healing? Okay.
I even missed the CD and we weren't expecting
Yeah.
mechanics go wrong, we can't do anything about it,
But we need, ideally, I want to learn to do the mechanics right rather than heal through them when we go wrong. Because then we know what we're doing, and when we have 5 healers and something goes wrong, hopefully it won't, and we'll just go straight through it.
Divine says 4 healers because of the nerfs. Or nerfs, or however you call it.
Look, let's keep you first, Grim, but then we're going to have Nakasha and the Warlocks in the knockback after you, because that way we don't need to have the Druids standing in the middle and risking getting the flare there. Yeah, that was on PTR. They've since nerfed it, so the transition comes later. So it's 35 instead of 40. None of the ads start on extra energy, and stuff does less damage at things. So it's not as bad as it was. You can do it with 1 DK, 2 DKs, 4 healers, 5 healers. There's a bit of flexibility. But 2 DKs is quite advantageous, especially when we're learning, because so many extra grips.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready for technique?
Bowbreaker. Empowered
Round
Flame Rend.
1.
Searing
Get
Tempest.
safe. When we move back, Rend 2 stacks.
Bowbreaker. Empowered Flame
2.
Rend.
By the way, Dixie, I just figured out you can take 2 runs without a cooldown.
Ready for technique?
Empowered Flame
Rend
Rend.
1.
Bowbreaker.
Gonna be dodgy.
Okay.
Bowbreaker.
And in.
The yellow is your side?
Died.
Let's use that res then. Okay, ready for flare?
Flare.
Flare.
Do the AoE. Okay, not bad. Warlock not bad. A lot of middle profile.
Ready for technique?
I'll grip one. I'll grip one as soon as
Empowered
it res.
Flame Rend.
Rend
You
one.
grip it further.
Empowered Searing Tempest.
Druid knockbacks.
Foe Breaker. Foe Breaker.
Great.
Empowered Flame Rend.
I know we're both down to wipe it.
Okay, right. We've also got a load of other people down. We do need everyone alive.
Flare.
Were you killed by my foe break?
I'm not sure, because one of my add-ons said that was Foebreaker 1 that killed me. One said it was Foebreaker 2. My add-ons are not in sync. Yeah, Nutmeg, that's no problem. So I'm giving Nutmeg an assist so he can mark ads, make it clear what we want to use. There you go.
So I think the issue with the ads right now is resolved. We're not dying to that at least.
Yeah. It looks like we got an empowered one. We just need those to be dispelled really quickly.
No, like the small empowered ones are no problem. Like if it's a solo one, they needs to be empowered. Does it do extra damage if it's empowered and hits the boss?
Yeah.
Also, this may be.
Although when it's one stat going in, it should be survivable. Just about. That could be a good time for the extra triumph.
Might be a good time to stop bloodlusting on the ads. Because we're gonna learn it with the bloodlust on the ads, so.
Yeah, that's true. It would be yeah, we are still doing that. It would be worth seeing if we can kill it in time.
Because that's gonna change a few things.
Yeah, let's see what the
It's shorter.
No, what we want to do is we want to save that bloodlust because we want to keep the first phase so we don't lose the timing on it. We're going to save it for later on. Please get out though with Ravenous Blaze. You should already be spread, and then if you're the target, so you've got the circle around you, you go further to the edge. If you're not the target, you move in so you're not overlapping. So what we should have is a ring of people with the circles around the edge of the room, and then no one else standing in those circles. Okay, journal confirms we don't get increased damage if one goes in when it's empowered.
Yeah, then when
So
it's one
it's
solo,
fine.
when it's actually one solo that it's empowered, that one is just like let it run to the boss because it needs
Yeah,
to hit the
we
boss.
can get away with that. It's only if they're all empowered that we want to master this spell. Because when they're empowered on heroic, they do extra damage, and we notice we lose people if they go in like that. But on this, they're nice to us, and they don't, so that's fine.
So keep in mind, guys, if you see an ad that's actually marked with skull, because I'm going to be marking it with skull every time we have an ad ready to go in, then don't touch that one.
Okay, so skull's going in. Great. We can ignore the skull. Try not to use your instincts and kill it. Skull is the one we don't want to do anything to. Mikata, we'll use yours if Surf's dead, so watch out for that. I'll try and spot him being dead and call if needed. But you're more likely to notice than I am since you're healing. No, Surf, we do. It's called Phase 3. Ringo?
Ready?
Nice try, Surf.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
technique.
Bow breaker. Searing tempest.
Get safe. Rend 1, be ready.
Empowered flame rend. Bow breaker.
Rend 2, ready.
Empowered flame rend.
Ready for technique.
Empowered flame
Rend
rend.
1.
Bow breaker.
It's gonna be scary.
Bow breaker.
Right, and ready if needed.
Searing tempest.
Get safe. Remember, no blood lost on intermission. I'm going to see what our timing's like. Still use personal cooldowns. Ready for 2 stacks.
Flare.
Don't touch skull.
Flare.
Use your AoE. Knockbacks.
We have flares in the middle, don't let that. Be spread for Ravenous Blaze, do not be near the ads.
I'm gonna do a grip on the skull and then do the further with the cross.
Ready for technique.
Bow breaker. Empowered
Rend
flame
1.
rend. Empowered searing tempest.
Get safe. Good, my ads are not in it. Good for positioning.
Bow breaker.
Rend 2 ready.
Empowered flame rend.
You stand behind the jinx.
Flare incoming. Move to your colors.
Stand between the two groups. Stand between the two groups.
Flare.
As soon as they spawn. Get the skull in. And then rest onto you. Good. Let the skull hit the boss.
Ready for technique.
Empowered
Rend
flame
1.
rend. Empowered searing tempest.
Get safe.
It should be perfect. That is going to engage on the boss.
Bow breaker. Bow
Range,
breaker.
get in.
Empowered
Rend
flame
2.
rend.
No. Yours, isn't it?
No.
Sorry.
Flare, get
Yeah,
the colors.
you're right. Please res me.
Flare.
Okay. Just keep noodle up. We'll need to flag it then.
Jinx, count it if you need.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted by things like doing calls. I will try and remember that's my rend.
Probably an obvious dumb question, but why don't we catapult the flames off the platform?
Why don't we what?
The flames, why don't we knock back them off the platform?
Because then they'll explode all at the same time and kill us.
Okay.
But that is progress. Good job, guys. Ad control is looking pretty good.
Let's
I
kill
do
it.
want to see people not stand in the middle of the platform when there's flare coming in, though. I saw flares go on those ads. I saw range standing on those ads. Don't do it. Go to your markers. Don't make me look through the logs and work out who's causing the problem. I've got better things to do this weekend. Yeah, you need to move in for rend, but you then need to, when flare's coming, be out the way.
Finding your flare cool really useful, by the way, something.
Thank you, sweetie. Try to use my sexy voice.
Oh, was that your sexy voice? Okay.
You should hear my voice when I'm horny. That's different. And no, it's not all the time.
You are getting old there.
What's wrong with that, being old and horny?
I mean, he's getting old because he's not all the time.
I have a good feeling about this. I'm getting an
Yeah, it's
right
looking more
way.
promising. Also, remember, once we get through phase 2, we're going to send 2 ads in at the beginning of the intermission, and then we're just going to keep those ads CC'd and nuke the boss down. So phase 3 is all about getting the flare to the back of the platform so the ads that spawn walk into the clump, keeping those ads knocked back where it's called, and then getting the boss down.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breaker. Empowered Flame Red.
1.
Searing Tempest.
Get safe. Rend 2 group, be ready.
Breaker. Empowered Flame Red.
Rend 2. ready for technique.
Empowered Flame Rend.
Rend 1.
Bow Breaker.
Doji.
Bow Breaker.
Okay, I'm ready. Intermission. Remember, you know I'm going to be on the cross side. Never be there for second flame foe breaker. Get ready for 2 stacks.
Flare.
So, I'm back.
Flare.
Shining Force.
Yeah, wipe it.
How did you die? Melee hit.
Melee hits, yeah. Yeah, not enough healing.
Bow Breaker.
That would explain
Empowered
it.
Searing
No,
Tempest.
never mind.
Empowered
I'm
Flame
good.
Rend.
Did you accidentally beacon someone else?
No, I died.
That would do it.
Yay, my beacon got Attica.
He can res you though, Boozy.
Nope. Yes, no pets.
You could summon a pet.
But he's no Beastmaster.
He could change spec and summon the pet.
Then it will be 11 o'clock.
Yes. Eventually he could probably res someone.
I have many, many wares.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Technique 1.
Bow Breaker. Empowered Flame
Rend
Rend.
1.
Searing Tempest.
Range be in place when we move back in.
Bow Breaker.
Rend 2.
Empowered Flame Rend.
Get ready for technique.
Empowered Flame
Rend
Rend.
1.
Searing Tempest.
Get safe. Range for moving in after this. Or it's intermission time. Get ready for 2 stacks. Nearly down, be ready for flare after. Sight.
They're right there.
Yeah, just jump off the
Flare.
edge. I think what went wrong is, Cynthia, did you go flying?
I got bounced, but I wasn't
Yeah.
in the range of the AoE thing. So I
Okay, it was like you got hit from Meteor Swarm, and then you get death.
I flew.
Which I'm assuming is you went flying. Yeah, remember the big swirlies knock you back, remember?
Yeah, I wasn't standing in it. I was at the edge, but I wasn't standing in it. But I guess it's the fun.
It's a bit bigger than the
Yeah.
ground effect thing, so just watch out for that. I think it then went downhill from that point.
Blame me.
Let's see if we can beat that
5,
58%.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready for technique?
Empowered
Red
flame red.
1.
Bow breaker.
Sketchy.
Bow
Okay,
breaker.
I'm ready for another.
Searing tempest.
Okay, remember you should never risk being in that bow breaker. You know when it's coming.
Empowered flame red.
Okay, let's wipe it. We've already got 3 there. Like both the heads. Okay, when we have that awkward double foe breaker, if I have to take 2, the second one is going to be towards the red marker, and Noodle is going to be in the usual place in front of the boss. So just make sure you're not going to risk it. If you were in the wrong place.
Sort of like twisted towards the yellow.
Okay, that doesn't help. Okay, just be careful with your positioning. Don't get hit by it. But you should be able to run just straight through the boss, so then it can be pointed directly at the edge, and then we don't have any issues with facing, and then we know it's between where it usually points and the red side. Malphite, they recommend using the legendary boots if you've got them, just for the extra speed, unless some DKs are annoyingly slow.
Same here, I tried jumping down some stairs, I didn't have any wings.
Please don't injure yourself again.
I already did that last week.
Jumping around a thing twice, it might have put you not quite where you think it would be. Boozy! You've had a res. Okay, let's res Boozy again.
I'm all the way over here.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get ready for technique.
Bow breaker. Empowered flame red.
1.
Searing tempest.
The range, get moving in off the tempest.
Bow breaker.
Rend 2.
Empowered Flame Rend.
Be ready for technique.
Empowered Flame
Rend
Rend.
1.
Searing Tempest.
Get safe. Range move in after. And information. Don't be surprised by the flare move after. Stay clumped for healing.
Flare after this one.
Flare.
Knockbacks.
Nice.
We have flares in the middle, that can't happen.
Oh, this one.
Get ready for technique.
Bow Breaker. Empowered Searing Tempest.
Get safe. Group 1 in after.
Empowered Flame Rend. Bow Breaker.
And group 2
Empowered
rend.
Flame Rend.
Flare coming, colors.
Flare.
I'm seeing them in the middle again. When we say colours, be on the marker.
My Shining Force.
Empowered Flame Rend.
Rend 1.
That's
Empowered
me.
Searing Tempest.
Oh, with 2 healers down, so let's fight.
Bow Breaker. Bow Breaker. Empowered Flame Rend.
When the ads reach 100, they just explode, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, we need to be
Yeah,
faster on getting
you've
the ads in.
got. If we're doing a group of 2 and then 1 by 1, we've got about, I think it's around
Flare.
30 seconds leeway on this. So it's okay if there's a few seconds in between, but only a few.
Yeah, it's quite tight if you're doing the 8 of them one by one, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it's doable, but it's tight. If we delay for too long, then they will explode. Because you get 150 seconds or 180, I forget which right now. Okay, we've got time for one more pull. Let's see if we can make that a little bit more progress.
People are panicking when Ravenous plays.
Don't panic. You should already be spread. If the circle's on you, then you move to the edge. If the circle's not on you, you move in, so you're not standing at the edge and being in people's way. Remember, you should never be standing in the middle when it's incoming, because we don't want it to go on those ads. I also want to not see those flares on the ads. Sunty's calling the flares. When he calls, go to the markers, go to your markers. Remember, group 2 you go purple, group 4 you go green. If you're ranged or healer, and in group 1 or 3, then go to a marker still, don't stand in the middle.
Do you think we can have another one where we have 2 ads at the same time during that phase?
We were doing that before, but we're trying with just one at a time in order to sort of cut back on the healing because we were losing people at that point.
Okay.
But it's something we might look at again in the future. I'm going to have a look at timings as well, because it might be that there's a nice time when we have everyone stacked, we don't have a mechanic we need to run around for, and we could use some cooldowns, but I'll need to have a good look at the timings and see if there's a better spot for it. But for now, we're just going to stick as what we're doing, because we've got only time for one more pool.
We're in.
Right, let's see if we can get further into phase 2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready for technique?
Breaker. Empowered
Rend
Flame
1.
Rend. Searing Tempest.
Get safe. Rend 2 coming after the range, be ready to move in.
Breaker.
Range back.
Empowered Flame Rend.
Use the res. Ready for technique.
Empowered Flame
Rend
Rend.
1.
Breaker.
Maybe dodge.
Okay, I'm ready for
Breaker.
And intermission. Okay, round to clump for heals. Don't let flare off to surprise you.
Colors.
Flare.
Wipe it. Too many
Where
there.
did that add from?
I don't know. We shouldn't have an ad there
Maybe we should.
How did we get 2 stacks?
because we had an ad gripped into the tank spot, or knocked into the tank spot.
Nothing can stop our crusade.
And Swirly interrupted the cooldown. That's not good. Never mind. We did make some progress tonight. I'm really pleased that we're getting the ad handling sorted out. Megan, thanks for joining us tonight. I am going to pass on your battle tag to the rest of the officers so they can get you in on Saturday, on Sunday, if we've got a spot for you when I'm not around. Everyone else, remember, please talk to the other officers, post on the forum if your status changes to Sunday. Don't message me. I am potentially not going to have any internet access. I'm going to be halfway in the mountain. So other role leads are going to sort things Sunday, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Thanks everyone. Let's update the message of the day. Is it 57 was that best?
Or I think I don't know anymore.
I'm going to call it 57 until someone finds me a log set anyways.
Oh yeah, 57. Yeah.
It'll take 5%.
Cheers for the raid, guys. Good night.
Thanks, not Megan.
Night.